kind of weird to think back. Given a few weeks ago, if we were looking at these temperatures right now, we'd be really enjoying it. But looking at the perspective of this weekend where we had 70s for the high, it does feel a little bit cooler, but hey, still not a bad day outside. Winds currently out of the north about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that's why temperatures aren't as warm as what we saw here yesterday, with temperatures now sitting in the middle and upper 40s, wind chills in the middle and lower 40s. So if you have any plans to go grab dinner this evening, I'd recommend maybe grabbing that jacket along with you. Our Rock River Kia Max Storm Tracker clear as can be at the moment, and that's going to be the trend as we head overnight tonight. Maybe a few clouds here or there, but for the most part, going to be on the mostly clear side down to a low of 28 degrees. Definitely on the brisk side, with wind shift to be more out of the northeast near 5 to 10 miles per hour. Progressing on into our Tuesday, take today and pretty much flip-flop it, as we'll have some sunshine earlier on in the morning, followed by some afternoon cloud cover. Highs very similar to what we saw here today, as we'll be back into the middle and upper 40s, maybe some lower 50s here across the state line. So they're heading out the door and hopefully going to do your civic duty and going to vote. I'd say grab that jacket along with you, but you'll also want to have your umbrella as we get towards the afternoon into the evening hours. We could see a stray shower and dare I say, maybe a few flurries fall here across the state line. Now granted, not going to see a lot of rain and snow. Don't even think about any of that sticking, as our ground is way too warm. So I'm not worried about that whatsoever. Now what I am a bit more worried about is what happens as we head overnight into Wednesday morning, as a line of showers and thunderstorms are expected to make their way across the state line, and these could be on the strong to possibly severe side and kind of continue on throughout the morning hours. Now we are currently in a slight 2 out of 5 or a marginal 1 out of 5 depending on location, as our southwestern counties are included in that slight while everybody else are in that marginal 1 out of 5 risk. The main threat with Wednesday morning being some large hail up to a quarter in size and some wind gusts near 60 miles per hour. Not too optimistic about winds, but tornado threat, 0 chance in the morning hours. But as we head to the afternoon, that's kind of where the forecast differs depending on which model you're looking at. Timecast currently suggests we'll have some showers and thunderstorms continuing on into the earlier portions of the afternoon, and this would be the good scenario, as this would eat away a lot of that instability early on in the atmosphere, or early on in the afternoon in our atmosphere, meaning by the time we get towards the late afternoon, early evening, there won't be a lot to draw from to produce another round of showers and storms, which would dramatically reduce our severe weather chances. But if we have an earlier time frame where those storms come to an end and we have more of a dry period in the afternoon, well, that's when our severe weather chances will really start to ramp up, as we are currently in an enhanced 3 out of 5 risk for Wednesday afternoon, especially if the latter option ends up happening. And with that, all modes of severe are on the table. That includes large hail, high winds, even some localized flooding with some heavier rainfall, and of course, I can't rule out maybe a tornado or two. So over the next couple of days, I would highly recommend downloading the WIFR First Alert Weather app. So when it comes to severe weather, you can be prepared, as it will give you any sort of notifications of anything severe. And we can send you direct notifications onto your phone, giving you kind of an update on what our thinking are when it comes to these storms here over the next few days. Otherwise, though, looking at a pleasant end to the week, a high of 54 degrees Thursday, 55 on Friday, with our next rain chance coming Friday evening and overnight into Saturday morning, with a drier Sunday, a high of 48, and then mid-40s for our Monday. Let's take a quick look outside our benchmark exterior sky carp cam, and as we get into next Friday, oh, they are starting up baseball. And man, that is a gorgeous view. I can't wait to be back up at ABC Supply Stadium.
Yeah, such good vibes there.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. All right, thanks, DJ.
Well, in tonight's Eye on Politics, more tariffs from the Trump administration are set to take effect later this week.